I'll put us in just chatting for this one, dudes. And we'll go from there. All right. Let me fire up YouTube and go from there. Okay. Welcome, YouTube, and welcome everybody to State of the Stream. It is the 5th of January, 2026. And what I want to do here, guys, is basically, well, talk to you about what I want 2026 to be. Just kind of a little bit of a finger on the pulse, a little bit of a status update of where my mind's at, and hopefully we're in concurrence here. Yeah, I'm EJ. If you don't know me, I play a lot of different games on here. Try to keep it educational, more or less. Summer car and winter car being kind of an exception to that rule, but amongst other things. So, I think we'll just get down to do it. Just get down to it. 2025 was here. It's getting kind of toasty in here. I'll take my hoodie off. Okay. All right. So the zipper's stuck. Sorry, this fly comes unzipped by itself, which is great. You know, just got to make sure I don't show that on stream because, you know, that would be, I'm sure that'd be good. All right, dudes. So 2025 was okay. It was an okay year. I did not do State of the Stream last year. We were just grinding out workers and resources, so I didn't do it. The last time I did it was 2 years ago at this time. Thanks, Abshur. So that's why it ended poorly. Yeah. What I do with State of the Stream is basically iron out my goals. So what are my goals? The biggest goal at the top of the list that I've identified, and also you guys feel free to give feedback. I'm interested in what you guys have to say. I want to make the stream good for everybody, and sometimes it helps to have other people, you know, kind of be like, yes, that's what we want to see, or no, that's what I don't want to see. I come here to be ignored. All right. Sorry, I did the opposite of what you want. So you were out for Starship? No, I don't know if I was or not. This is your first time here, Taz? Well, yeah. So what we did in 2025, I did do a summer car playthrough, and we participated in the rally race twice with permadeath. It only took 4 attempts, but we did it. I think, yeah, that was fun. Discovery. What else did we do in 2025? I started playing Kerbal again. Kerbal returned after about an 18-month hiatus from the stream. Basically, June of 2023 to September of 2025, I did not play KSP at all. We did other things. Anesthesia, 67-month resub. I come for the launches. Also, I love my winter car so far. Yeah, we started working on the Coronet. We started a new project car. Your community gifted you a new PC. Yeah, those are the high points. I played a lot of BF6. Yep. I did get a new PC. We have Canard, that is a one of the shining points of 2025. Uh, I mean, I can already tell you more drunk streams, but that first My Winter Car session was smashing. Okay, good to know. I don't know if my liver would like that, Mega, but we'll see what we can do. All right, so that's kind of the good stuff with 2025. The bad stuff. I did start the Coronet project with the anticipation that I'd have way more money than I had because my accountant screwed up. You guys have heard that story before. The short story is my accountant wrote off way too much, and we expected a fat tax return last year, and we didn't get it because he wrote off too much. He wrote off income, which is, if anybody's an accountant, yeah, that guy doesn't work in the accounting industry anymore. Yeah, as far as I can tell. So what does write-off mean? Tax-free. You write off stuff tax-free for your business, Ator. So like if I wanted to buy a new monitor, I would write it off for my business. It would be tax-free in the United States because it incentivizes business. You can get stuff tax-free, so I write it off. So that happened, and I had timelines for the Coronet to get it basically done right now, like right around now, have it finished. We did not come anywhere close to those timelines primarily because of that. I wanted to buy all the new parts, and we made very significant progress through June. But by the time August came around, my PC blew a fuse. I'm still kind of hampered by cash because I'm still paying back taxes for last year, which sucks. But yeah, it's not great. And then Titan got heartworms. Yeah, Titan got heartworms, and we had to pay for that. So money got even tighter. And there's a couple of other things that happened. Bree's grandfather passed away, etc., etc. There are a couple other things that happened. If you watch the GTA stream from New Year's, or maybe the day before New Year's, I don't remember. I did mention it. I don't want to mention it again. You can go find the VOD if you really want to know how bad my 2025 got. There's stuff I don't want to tell you guys about. So, yeah, between all that, I was not really around much through quarter 3 and quarter 4 of this year. And I'm not happy about it. The reason why I wanted to get all the bad stuff out of the way is because I want to, I want to kind of say, like, look, I wasn't here a lot during quarter 3 and quarter 4, and that's really my job, being here. I do not like doing that. I don't like not being here. I don't like not being online and streaming, especially if it's my job. I have a real big pet peeve about pulling your weight and doing your job. So yeah, the good news is that Bree's we went to Bree's grandpa's funeral, and it was a great funeral, so that's done. Not that was just another thing to do. That was really sucky, you know. It was nice having grandparents back for a little while. Still got one. Bree's grandma's still around, so that's good. All of my grandparents are long gone. So Titan had his last treatment for heartworms. We're just waiting on a blood test back to see if he's in the clear, and that's good. That's great. And I am recouping finances to finish the Coronet project, amongst other things. So that brings me kind of to how 2025 was. It was okay. It wasn't really the greatest, but it isn't the greatest month or year we've had streaming. It was all right. That sucks, King. Yeah, it's not fun, dude. It's not fun losing someone or a loved one, especially around Christmas. But anyway, Christmas and New Year's were good. We kicked off New Year's with My Winter Car. New Year's Eve, went beer for beer in the game. Got plastered. Apparently did one of the funniest streams that I've ever done, so that's good. And we did do 2 Starship flights. I was down to Flight 7 and Flight 8 for Starship, which is pretty sweet. You've had 3 to 4 okay years in a row. Yeah. It had 2023, 2024, and 2025 have not been the best years for streaming. But here's the thing. I ain't the kind of person to roll over and die like that. You know what I mean? So that brings me to 2026. My winter car stream, not that I'm going to get plastered every stream. My winter car is basically what I want to bring to the table for 2026. Here's what I want. Look, we've had a couple of bad years, and I'll be 100% honest with you. I'm sick of telling you guys about it, and I'm sick of being down in the dumps all the time. I decided I'm not going to be like that. Yes, bad stuff happens. It happens all the time, and it sucks. But we're not going to do that anymore. What I'm trying to tell you is that at the beginning of 2025, we were trying to be maximal. We had the maximal US Hearts of Iron playthrough, and we were going to just max everything. We were going to stream max.
Discovery, go at throttle up.
Stream maxing basically ended in disaster. And what I realized the problem. The problem is that we had the stream settings set to M for maxing when we should have had it set to W for Wumbo. So in 2026, my plans are to Wumbo max. I'm not going to let stuff bother me. Not as much as I have been. Jaeger, 76 months. Peace Boy, 28 months. Thank you. We're going to the moon. Exactly. We're going to go to NASA's going to send people to the moon in a month. We ain't got no time for that. We'll be Wumboing, okay? So, how are we going to do this? How are we going to Wumbo max? How are we going to manifest a good year for this stream? How are we going to do that? 1, being here. That is my big one. Being the frick here and sticking to a regular schedule. All right? That seems to be the case every single freaking year, but something always happens. And 2025 was kind of crazy where I'm not here. I'm either going off to a rocket launch, or something bad happened, or my computer exploded. There was way too much downtime in 2025 for my taste. I don't like it, and I don't like seeing the stream like this. It really bothers me. What is Wumbo? I Wumbo, you Wumbo, he, she, they, Wumbo. Wumboing, Wumbology, the study of Wumbo? Guys, how do you not know this? Are you going to go down for Artemis 2? I don't know. I would really like to, but we'll see what happens. What I want to do, guys, is be here. I have Wumbophobia. Oh, then you're going to have a hard time here. Because we don't live in references. It's a joke. It's a joke from SpongeBob, okay? No, being here, having a regular schedule, and more devotion to rocket launches is really where I'm at. I want to put a little bit of more of a focus on covering launches here, jogging the YouTube VOD for a launch, you know, and doing maybe a 30 to 45 minute segment for rocket launches. Falcon, whatever, where we sit here and we talk about rockets. There's going to be more rocket launches this year than there ever has ever. I don't think there's going to be too much. You got to watch the Flame Trench to see how many I think is going to happen. But so I really want to make it to the point where, like, if you go on YouTube and click on like past VODs, you could be like, oh, there's that launch coverage that EJ did. So I want to do more dedicated launch coverage stuff, and that has to do with more being punctual, being here on time, being here when I'm going to say I'm going to be here. All right. That's my big one. Second thing is I want to bring back the vibes that we had during 2019 and 2020. That's what I'm going to try to do. It was fun. Not the pandemic part, but we did have a lot of fun streaming during that time. It's going to be a lot of night launches, maybe. So more 3 a.m. Counter-Strike? I don't know, maybe. Height of the stream vibes. Yeah, I really, really want that back. We have to return to form. And that means getting more Kerbal, getting in there with that career mode save and actually making progress in there, not one launch a freaking stream. Okay? So that the second thing I mean about a better schedule is Kerbal. Kerbal, not necessarily right now. We're kind of on a binge with My Winter Car, but when that dies down and that gets to kind of be into the regular rotation, I want KSP almost every day if we can. I'm thinking KSP every day except for Wednesdays where we work on the car, because I want to make progress in that damn career mode save. Okay, I want to make progress. I have to finish the car. We have to finish the Coronet. I'm not leaving that car in pieces. I'm not doing that. In case anybody doesn't know, we're working on a 69 Dodge Coronet right now. It is a 4-door. I'm fixing it and removing all the rust from it, and we will make it into a super cool, super fast car at some point. I have to finish this. We have to get it done. What is getting it done? The shell, I want the shell finished sooner rather than later. Spring, at the very least. We have to make progress on it. Now, once again, we're kind of financially constrained from that, but I've been saving. I've been saving up money. Basically, we went into penny pinching mode for the last... Brimo and I went into penny pinching mode for the last 6 months because we had to. So... once my savings gets rebuilt, because the stupid accounting thing wiped out my savings, which pisses me off, but that's another story. We will start making more progress there. Dave, what's up, man? 105-month resub. Thank you. Freb lost its garage to the storm. Yeah, I staked that down with cinder blocks, Make. It shouldn't move now. But yeah, Freb's paint is destroyed. What happened to your wrist? Oh, this is what I mean about not letting stuff bother me. I have a gigantic cyst on my wrist. See that? Great. I'm not letting it bother me. I'll figure it out. Yeah, lovely. It's a ganglion cyst. Don't worry, I have a doctor's appointment just to be sure. We're just going to solve the problem and not going to let it piss us off. Right? If you insist. I do.
Discovery, go at throttle up.
Pop it on stream. That is something I'm not doing. I got a needle and a lighter. You guys are sick. You guys are sick. You guys are sick in the heads, man. I got one of those too. Tally wants you to pop it on stream. What the hell, dudes? It's not a zit. Yeah, there you go, Chief. So it's not a big deal. That's why I have the wrist brace on. So I'm just kind of giving my right hand a little bit of a rest here. Rip your nerves out on stream, streamer, man. Yeah, on stream. No, I'm not doing that. So yeah, if you want some comparisons here, this is what I mean. This just popped up while we were in Detroit. That's great. Yeah, here. See right there? That wrist does not have that. This one does, so that's great. Sure, that's fine, but I'm not going to let it bother me. I just scheduled a doctor's appointment and we'll figure it out. No problem. You look like the Warcraft South Park guy. So, I think some risks expanding to another streaming platform. Nope. Making people feel like more they're a part of the stream with merch and community things. Yeah, maybe would help. I wish you would get over your dang fear of advertising yourself. I don't have that fear anymore, dude. Follow the stream. Hit the thumbs up button. That's gone. Yeah, that's gone. After 2025, I don't really have the luxury of choosing. Yeah, hit the thumbs up or something. I don't know. Helps me in the algorithm or whatever. I don't know what it does. I don't care. You do it if you want, but I still want to make content that earns subs, not asks. Um, I'm not doing Kick. We're not
Discovery,
doing that.
go at throttle up.
It takes time to grow, and I really have to restructure my content again. It's all over the place. It's all over the place, and you need to bring it all back. Hey Kate, what's going on? Been too busy to watch. I'm still around. Hope you're doing well and happy in 2026. I am. I'm doing just fine. Thumbs go where? That's right. They go in the thumbs up hole. There's a tip button, but it's on the Twitch stream, Rockets. I'll work on that. Okay. Yeah, no, merch is one of those things that I will work on. I mean it. It is one of those things. I want to work on merch, but I've got to be careful about it. I got to do it right. But I also, yeah, I did a couple of tests with this, guys. If you saw it on stream, of like writing an X post and posting it on stream because it's funny. I want to do that. We got to get the social media presence up a little bit more. See if we can monetize out X. That would be pretty good. I heard that pays really well. EJ branded wrist braces. Oh God. Is there a chance that we could see some off-hour launch coverage besides Starlink or other off-hour stuff like GTA on Saturday nights? I don't know if I can commit to a 6-day schedule, Shaw. I probably can't. But there's no that I'm not saying that's a surefire thing. I agree. You harp on treating your stream like a business, yet in reality you treat it more like a hobby. I do. Because I'm worried about I was always worried, Zombie, about the dynamic of the stream changing. I'm pretty sure I have enough experience to be able to walk that line a little bit finer, if that makes any sense. I know what I'm doing. I know what an enshittified stream looks like. I've seen it. You've seen it. Everybody's seen it. I'm not doing that. We'll find our own way. What about doing Tuesday through Saturday again, or was that skipped due to housework? Cyborg, I don't work on the weekends because Brimo doesn't work on the weekends, and that's not a burden or anything. I don't really see Brimo during the week. She works the mornings, I work the afternoons. Like, we don't see each other. That is our time away, and that works really, really well. I do like that, and that's going to be hard to change. Plus, I like hanging out with my wife. Like, Brimo and I often wonder, like, is that a good thing or a bad thing? Like aren't you? We're supposed to hate each other, right? Like, we don't. We genuinely enjoy each other's time. Like, but that doesn't mean that we wouldn't pop in for, maybe we do pop in for a GTA stream. It's fun. I love GTA streaming. I like doing it, and I like that we're doing the 16 race playlist again. That's really good time. Really good times. Yeah, Chronic, I'm the same way. I don't see Brie at all during the week, guys. We really don't. She's working when I'm up, and then I go up to the shop, and that's it. I'm here. Yeah, right? All systems? Exactly. So, yeah, I will, guys, I want to do all that advertising stuff. I don't mind plugging the stream. I really don't care. That doesn't bother me anymore. It really doesn't. I really want to just, it starts with just being here on time and being punctual. I let it get away from me really badly in late 2025, and that's not okay. I had it down pat. We were good for a long time. I was never late for a stream, and then it got away from me in the last 6 months. We're going to reestablish punctuality on the stream, and we will build out from there. Building out, merch, stuff like that. Posting on socials about what we're doing, etc., etc. Doing dedicated launch streams, space news, after hours, not like, just space news today. None of that. I don't want to do that. I don't want to be, dude. Late 2025 was the first time in a long time where I consecutively worked like 2 40-hour work weeks. I don't do 40-hour work weeks. That's not my style. All right. But there was so much stuff going on. I had to, which sucks. Starting February, I want to stream Game Dev twice a week. Okay. Do it, man. Streaming during Brimo's work is fine for us Europeans. I don't want to change the time slots for the stream, guys. Not too much. I do want to have days where we just play a game, though. So I would like days where we just play one game and then for like 8 hours and then go to after hours. Like, once a week you get a solid 8 hours of Kerbal or something. I won't bug you about EAA, but just a friendly reminder. Any need for Margaritaville Hotel cheesecake? No. No, it's good. Now, that's the other thing. I do want to, here's the part about advertising. I think it would be healthy if we did at least one NSF launch coverage. So I go do work for NSF. I do a launch coverage once a week. Just pick one and go from there for doing rocket launch coverage for NSF once a week, coupled with Flame Trench. I want to do more work for NSF. That is a great avenue to help grow our YouTube and Twitch at the same time. I think committing to one a week is a good thing. That's going to be easy. Do space news before games for Europe. I would love to, Aitor, but then people on my side of the pond never get to see space news. Space news, the best time to do it is in the afternoons for me, which is late at night for you guys, but in the afternoon for everybody else. It's the right time to do it. Did you notice an uptick in viewers from NSF appearances? Yeah, a little bit, Cornholio. Yeah, it's more on the YouTube side of things. The YouTube stream grew like crazy because of NSF. And the YouTube stream is still growing for what it's worth, guys. That's the other thing about 2025. We basically started with nothing at the beginning of 2025 with that YouTube stream. And now we have it. And it's really growing. Like right now let me check. 100 viewers over there. That's really good. It's really good for YouTube. YouTube pays really, really well, dudes. For ad rev, which is really nice. I want to do more with NSF other than just doing one Flame Trench every week. I want to at least do one rocket launch coverage over there. And I can't really say when that's going to be because I don't know when the rocket launches are. Will you ever return to the Pillar of Autumn build? Maybe. I would like to. Workers looks playable now. My hot take is that space news can drag a bit, mostly chat's fault. Yeah, but people like that kind of conversation. I do need to keep doing space news is king. Doing the space news and chatting stuff out with you guys makes for really good conversations on Flame Trench, and Flame Trench drives attendance. It works, dude. Last, please. If I may, NSF gigs are great, but the coverage, however, is immensely corporate compared to the ones we do here with you. Would be nice to keep those too. The vast majority of launch coverages I want to do, all systems, are going to be here. Once a week for NSF is nothing. You got to remember, there's like at this point it's like 10 launches a week. One thing I wish there was a way to take some of your better and more correct explanations during the stream and use the audio for educational YouTube videos. You're jumping the gun again, dude. You're jumping the gun. I'm not even able to be here when I say I'm going to be here for the stream. That's too far down the road. No. I understand what you're saying.
Discovery, go at throttle up.
You're right, but that's too far down the road. We just need a return to form first. You're thinking way too far. Your scope is way too big. You can't say you're going to do all this stuff with streaming and then it's too much and then you never do it. Believe me, I've been there. May I ask if we can bring Wings Wednesday back? No guarantees. Yeah, it's had cyclical. Yeah, I'll work on that. Hey, Alleviate, what's going on? Can't wait for a year of kick butt content. Yep. For 2026, we should be meaner to RB. Yeah. I have to just, if we want to get to the point where we start driving these other concepts, like doing launch streams and stuff for NSF, et cetera, I need to be here, guys. That was the biggest thing. I did not do good Q4 2025. The numbers. All right. I don't like talking numbers with you guys, but there's, using the numbers to try and drive every penny out of your user base. And then there's looking at it and, they will tell you something. Guys, the numbers for stream, sub count, view count, max concurrent views through Q3 and Q4 2025 were on par with attendance levels from 2014 for this stream. Not good. Not great. Not great. That is mostly because I wasn't here. I was taking entire weeks off because real life stuff got too hot and heavy. Can confirm, I barely watched you in the latter part of 2025. Many times I opened the channel, it wasn't going. I know. Consistency is king, and I need to reestablish consistency. Don't like how during space news it sometimes becomes sports news or planes. Noted. I will try to keep stuff more topical. Brownfield, my idea behind doing dedicated launch streams. So when a launch is happening during streaming hours and switching to launch stream mode is that we can talk. It's a dedicated avenue for talking about space and talking about rockets. I don't really want rocket launches just to be an afterthought and a little 15-minute break during the game that we're playing. I don't want that. I don't like that. We shouldn't do that. So yeah, believe me, I noticed it, and that's on me to fix it, and I'll take care of it. But is it because you have issues with attendance? If you're not here and you're not providing good content, people don't come, Hellfish. It's pretty straightforward stuff. The first thing that we have to do is reestablish punctuality and consistency. That is what I'm doing for this month, basically. And then from there, we start moving. We can start doing other things, like NSF launch coverage from there. But the month of January, for me, guys, is about reestablishing punctuality. I want to be here. I want to be here and I want to stream and I want to give you the best content I possibly can. Where you're at as far as a road trip or anything like that for VFT is too far down the road. I gotta build a damn car for to do that. Hey, King. Don't got much, but I'm working enough to support my favorite streamer. Thanks, buddy. Are we going to continue the KSP career? That is a high priority item. Ephemeral, yes. I want it. Kerbal and space content is my number one. My winter car is just something we're doing, and we're working on the side until the hype dies down, which it inevitably will, and then in which case it just becomes a dedicated day of stream, like summer car special. We do winter car special. You know what I mean? Where I do a 10-hour stream. We do 5 hours working on the car and 5 hours working on the car. You know what I mean? Those hit pretty well, actually. People liked those streams. I missed the big KSP projects. And that's what I mean, Zeros. I need to dedicate more time to Kerbal so we can build up funds in that career mode save so we can do cool big things. Will you forgo regularly scheduled space news on launch days? Schedule pending, Rarest. I think that's a good idea. Yes. Schedule pending. I think that's a decent decision to make. I like those streams, but I'm a car guy. Yep, yep. The car streams don't do that bad, to be honest with you, fellas. They don't do that bad. Car stream. All right, I don't usually talk numbers this much with you guys. Car streams usually do 350 to 400 viewers. That's max concurrent, but on average, it's about 300. That's pretty good considering it's not really. That's not the best thing for Twitch, you know. Yeah, baby. That's right, Alleviate. It's going to be good. You aren't going to be here if an emergency happens. In Q3 and Q4, that happened at a high frequency. Some of the criticism you're giving yourself is warranted, but what are you going to do? Ignore emergencies? No. No, Hellfish. I can't do that, obviously. Real life is going to get in the way. I've thought about this. That is why dedicated launch streams are a good idea. Dedicated streams where we talk about nothing but space and a rocket launch, good hour of coverage, that hedges your bets. And this is on the YouTube side of things. Everything will be split up on the YouTube channel, like it already is, but kind of a little more granular with the splitting. That hedges your bets because now I can, if I have to fall back on YouTube VODs, we can do that. Oh, KSA. I have not checked in with KSA in a little bit, Mouse. I'll work on that. Car streams are the ones I usually have open and muted to do something else. Gladly support you, but I can't be invested in all possible content. Fair. I'm not expecting, guys, we're not going to lean much. We're not going to lean like super crazy into car streams. I'm thinking like either do it before a stream, like do it in the mornings if I have time, or dedicate one day a week. I'm thinking in the mornings might be a better solution. See last for a space news related question. Okay. Does this include a 3-hour space news segment not going off the rails, talking about cars instead for 2 hours anymore? I will try my best to keep the content focused on the subject matter, dudes. Part of the reason why I let it get so out of whack is because, you know what, dudes? I was angry. I was angry at everything. That's the real truth. That's why I just sat here and ground out Battlefield for days, because I was pissed. I had such a bad 2025, man. I got really angry at the world, which is not very healthy. Wouldn't recommend it. Yes, Shaw, that's right. Basically, I want to do all this content, but if you want to do all this content, you got to be punctual. Yeah, guys, I really kind of let everything, you know, like whatever. Let's just talk about this. I don't care because it's something that's fun to talk about because I'm having a terrible day. No. Nah, it doesn't work that way. And the numbers show that it doesn't work that way. So, yes, I will try to keep stuff more topical by it basically comes down to being punctual, stopping it when you're going to stop to do something else, dedicated launch streams, and keeping on subject, right? Which is something I'm usually good at, but I kind of fell to the wayside, like I said, in the past 6 months. We're going to fix it. I agree, Deadbringer. Yes. Mm-hmm. I will. Yeah, that's right, Brownfield. Mm-hmm. Yep. Jogging the VODs will help you. Splitting up the YouTube VODs will help you more if they get claimed. Correct. That's the other thing. I do not want an 8-hour stream getting claimed. That will kill you. It kills your income pretty badly. But once again, that's the other thing that people don't really talk about, dude. And I can't speak to like posting YouTube videos, which is something I would like to do in the future, but that's too up there right now. Yeah, the ad rev from streams is great. It's really good. Adriatos, maybe. Yeah, sure. Personal feedback. I mostly watch for the deep dive space news and launch coverage. I don't usually catch the gaming content due to time constraints. I really enjoy the 11 p.m. German time space news. Got it. Yep. For the car, would it make sense for you to work early hours off stream? Then maybe bring the stream online for the last bit of work. Zeros, that's not a bad idea. I wouldn't mind doing that. We would definitely make more progress. And then I'll give you guys like an hour status update and then we start the stream. I don't mind doing that. That's actually a really good idea. It'll help make the car content more digestible. I like that. So yeah, splitting up the content and regimenting it a little bit more will help hedge my bets, Hellfish, if something goes south. Because then people can see like, oh, EJ's covering this launch, EJ's covering that. Like, oh, there's the space news, there's everything I need. Oh, there's the Kerbal content that I've been looking for. There's the winter car content that I've been looking for. Basically, I just need a return to form, guys. It's gonna take time, but we're starting today. We're starting today. I wanted to just play summer car or winter car all the way through, but no. Let's do this right. I think it's a good idea. A good idea would be branching out more. That I have to reestablish concrete footing here with my stream before we branch out even more, fellas. Yeah, I like that. Rarest, I like that with the car. Doing the work and then giving you guys like a status update instead. I think that is a very good idea. Do you have a YouTube helper? Drummer helps me sorts the VODs on the VOD channel, but on the main YouTube channel, no, it's just me. We need to figure out how other streamers cancel the music noise on their lives. You could do the same without copyright issues. Yeah, Blackness. A lot of people do that, but a lot of people that's against Twitch. That's against Twitch terms of service. You shouldn't do that. If somebody sees that you're streaming their music, they can go to Twitch and you can get live DMCA takedown. It's in the terms of service. People don't read the terms of service, but it's there. Me, I'm anal retentive, so I read the terms of service and I abide by the terms of service. Because look, everyone else is doing it, dude. I know me. I know my streamer luck. The second we do it, we'll get banned. I like my winter car Shark Tales. It's really good. You should put everything into playlists on here. That, yes, I'm going to regiment stuff and keep everything on playlists from now on. On the YouTube thing, you can say where you want this to go. Like you know, if I have playlists for all the launches we covered, we'll have every single thing that we covered here. You know, all the launches, all the Kerbal content, all the winter car content. That's what I'm going to start doing. A lot of people do know that. No one got banned so far, but yeah, exactly, Wally. But I'm not hedging my bets, dude. I do not want another VOD fiasco where Twitch says you got to delete all your VODs or you're gonna, or you know, we'll be forced to blah 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 blah, and then have a VOD apocalypse again. I want my stuff to be squeaky clean, as best as I can with the crazy copyright system. I want it to be squeaky clean. I don't want to have to worry about that. That was a fiasco, and we lost years of content, which sucks. Brandon Sealass, okay. Can we get some more multiplayer with viewer games like Stationeers? I really enjoyed them. Yep. Ray, you're a great streamer, and I enjoy all the streams that I watch. I do like the Battlefield streams because as a Battlefield player, it's nice to see what loadouts you have and try them. Oh, okay. I'm not saying I'm going to stop playing Battlefield, guys. I just think playing Battlefields 5 nights a week for after hours is not something that is good for driving content on the stream all the time. We got to spice it up, dude, especially with after hours. So, like, let's fast forward to March of this year. What does the stream look like? Well, we stream Monday through Friday, right? Monday through Friday. We start at noontime. Kerbal, Space News, after hours game. After hours games, whatever. I would like to get to a point where we start regimenting games for after hours for certain nights so people know when to come in. That has worked very well in the past. Like Summer Car on Wednesday nights. Right? Cities or a city simulator game on Monday nights. And Thursday, maybe Tuesday, maybe Battlefield. I don't know. And then Friday nights, maybe racing. Maybe we play GTA. Maybe we don't. Yeah. I do want to work more with you guys, but that's kind of the next stepping stone. The first thing is just reestablishing punctuality and reestablishing a concrete schedule. Sorry for the spam. No, don't worry about it. Then don't get mad if you renege on that schedule and someone calls it out. I'm not going to. Yeah, I know, Tessa. I remember. I'm hoping that GTA 6 will bring you more viewers. It's so fun to watch when you play. Mm-hmm. If you ever blow up, is there any way you could hire somebody to shorten the live streams into highlight videos? Yeah, Ravens, sure. Can you ask NSF to add your YouTube stream link to the EJ Nightbot command? Yeah, I could ask them to do that, Rarest. Yep. How about collabs with other streamers? Maybe, Chris, but I'm not. I don't know. I'm not the. I think doing stuff with the community is a much more fun collab for me than actually collabing with other people, but I'll get back to you on that. Yeah, exactly, Alleviate. Never risk it. With other STEM streamers. Yeah, that's... I know you guys want to see that. That's up here. We're down here. That's up there. We have to... This stuff takes time to rebuild. It takes time. I've rebuilt it a lot. I've done this many times. Will you constrain the Space News time slot to 2 to 3 hours? Yes. Yes, absolutely. Yes. Any chance to bring Dawson Sawyer on for a collab in KSP or something space-wise? I could do that, Outdoorsman, sure.
Discovery, go and throttle up.
Streams together. I don't know, man. It's really up to her if she wants to be on the stream. When is Integza coming on the channel? Yeah. I don't know, maybe. 2026 is going to be the best year for the stream, calling it now. Thanks, John. Another question. Sorry for spamming. As a community, is there anything we can do to help you? Alleviate, I'll be honest, just being here right now is really nice. Yeah, it's going to sound so screwed up, dude, but being in here and seeing a familiar face makes me really happy because it means I haven't bored you to death. Will car work be regimented as well? Yes. Yeah, rebuilding punctuality for the stream is a big thing for me. Punctuality and being here is at the top of my list. That's where I'm working first. I suppose I'll update you guys if we kind of get to that point. I'll give you a state of the stream update or something. But I got to rebuild. The stream is so scattered. It's so saturated. It's not fun. It's not engaging. I got to fix it. We started good with my winter car, and I'm going to keep going with it. Yeah, after all these years, you're an addiction. Yeah. Vec, what's up? I had to break away for dinner. Sorry if I repeat something that's already said. I got a lot of experience with visioning sessions in the military and organizations like you're leading. My 2 cents, take some time to plan your business in this fashion. Your why. Why are you streaming? What does the perfect stream look like? Money is important, but a side effect of success. Yep. Mm-hmm. What space and rocketry content, community interaction, core activities, how and what games time slots. I actually talked a lot with Primo about this when we were in Detroit, when we had downtime in Detroit. We had a lot of conversations about this. I know what I need to do. That's why I'm not worried about what happens if this happens. I spent a great deal of time. I've been thinking about state of the stream for like the past 2 weeks, thinking about how I'm going to do it and how I'm going to explain this to you guys and how I'm going to go about it. Okay, all systems. I got your message. I became a semi-regular viewer during late 2025, so don't judge yourself too harshly. Looking forward to the coming year. Thanks, man. That's the other thing, Trevor. I got to get back to judging myself harshly, dude. That's just how I roll. I know it seems like I'm being way too tough on myself. Cut yourself some slack. I cut myself some slack in late 2025, and it was bad. It was not good. We got to be disciplined. We got to be regimented in what we do. And I say we, but it's me. Might be a good idea to take some notes and write down your short, long-term goals to help keep focus on targets. A whiteboard for my office is actually at the top of my list of things to buy, Neo. I was actually going to buy that tomorrow and hang it up on the wall over there. Not even kidding, dude. So I have a good business plan. Business plan is here. I know what I need to do, and I'm going to do it. Speaking of FNR, what are your thoughts on EJ Sim Racing? Is there some way you want to continue? Is it something you want to do regularly or more once a month kind of thing for the big races? What are your thoughts? Geek, I'm going to be honest with you. Racing does not pull numbers, but I don't do it to pull numbers, but it was especially bad at the end of 2025. Like 150 viewers, maybe on a good night. I don't know what to do there, dude. To be honest, I haven't thought about it too much. Does Hunt the Streamer get viewers? Yes, it does. That makes problems with Twitch short story, Sethron, yeah. Is it the time slot that's wrong for racing? I'm not sure if there is a right time slot. Fair enough, just wanted your thoughts. I do like racing, Geek. My big things with racing is it hasn't really changed much. It tanks, dude, it tanks the stream. No one shows up for those except for the hardcore viewers, which is fine. And I do appreciate you guys. I do appreciate it. Thank you very much. That's great for the stream that you guys are here. I do appreciate it. The skill gap, like long story short, is like I'm not bad at racing, but there's people here that are amazing. I'm never winning a race. I won one race in 2025. One. Everything else I never even got close to the podium. Ever. I don't know if it's the wrong time slot or if the skill gap has gotten too much because there's dedicated racing people, people that love doing that. But like Geek, the other thing is that not everybody can be here for Friday nights. Some people aren't here. The other thing, if I'm going to be completely honest, is people don't show up if it's a track that you don't like. People don't show up. So, I don't like that track. I'm not doing that. All right, cool. What the hell's the point of a racing series if people don't show up? Light sim streams are staying in place. Mark will be doing more of those. People don't show up for tracks that they don't like. It's supposed to be a racing series, right? You're supposed to show up to tracks that you don't like. I have to show up for every damn track. I just don't think it's the strongest content around for the stream, and we might need to put it on a hiatus for a little while until I rebuild. Racing is harder to ask questions. Yeah, I have to focus. So yeah, it's more you guys sit back and watch and we can't interact. Bingo. We could all talk honestly. You didn't put as much effort in as you should have. Taking a 2-hour break after Flame Trench to go get drunk with a neighbor before racing doesn't help. What's the point, Shaw? Why wouldn't I? I'm just going to lose anyway. And you could say, no, you might win. No, that's not happening. And what are you going to do to fill a 2-hour gap? I don't see your last, Tessa. What are you going to do to fill a 2-hour gap? There's no games that you can play. There's no Space News. We just did Flame Trench. It's the time slot's terrible. Nobody shows up. It's not about winning. It's about fun with friends in the community. We say that, but the same people win all the time and then get mad when they don't and then rage quit when they don't. Yeah, let's be real. Let's just put all that out of there. The other thing is that people leave. People leave if they do bad. They rage quit if they don't win. Oh, yeah, I noticed that. Don't think I don't notice that. Not you, Shaw, but I see it. People crash. They just leave the race. We start a race with 15 people. 5 of those people crash. They crash out. They get pissed. They leave because they know they're not going to win. So they leave. Dudes, I'm sorry. Like, I don't mean to call people out, but you know exactly who does that. What's the point? What's the point? You guys aren't having fun because you rage quit. I'm never going to win a race because you guys are all better than me. What's the point of doing this? Hey, Dan, what's going on? The master plan essentially right now, dude, is to just be more punctual. I gotta be here, dudes. I gotta be here. And I have to dedicate more time to rebuilding the community because it's really weak right now. I'm in the industry and casual leagues are really hard. Even with a big community.
Go and throttle up.
Hey, D-Delv, what's going on? 7-month resub. And guys, I'm not against racing. But Geek, I think maybe doing it once a month probably is a better idea. Once a month is probably a better thing to do for us. We do Friday night racing once a month, and then the other 3 we do GTA racing. We had that same problem in my RC Race Club when we tried having an indoor race series. Yeah. See you last. What's up, Deadbringer? With regards to GTA, for GTA, we're in the process of replacing the whole 5M racing script. It's a personal goal of mine to make playlists on here possible, partially because the playlists streamline it, and 5M has a lower barrier for entry in skill level and time investment compared to, say, ACI Racing or LMU. Yes. Well, if that's what you're doing, dude, that's fine. The lag in 5M is something I see people complaining about all the time, and I'm not sure you can fix that. Personally, like streams that the chat have a chance to have a conversation instead of you having to be so focused on the game the whole time that you don't get a chance. Yes, more interactivity needs to happen more. Death, I want to play more KSP in 2026. More Kerbal on a daily basis, and then more after hours after that. I would like to do that. Because, yeah, that's the other thing. Racing tanks interactivity. Nobody cares. People leave. People leave because there's nobody to talk to. Rocket fundamentals during your launch coverage. Yes, I want to lean very much back into STEM, Rockets. We are going to lean back into STEM. You are going to learn stuff, whether you like it or not. Well, you can not like it and just leave the stream if you want, but you get the idea. I think checking out KSA builds on the regular, Phil, would probably be a good idea. Hot tub stream. I'm not doing that. Wayfair, I'm more likely to praise the Bills than I am to do a hot tub stream. Okay. You're going down. You're going down. You're going down, you table smashing fricks. You're going down. Right? Look at me. I am the AFC East now. All right, no. We won't delve too much into sports, but you get the idea. Bring back Princess EJ. Why do you want to see me as a princess, Green? Yeah, okay, Blackness. I saw what you said. It went off the page, though, before I finished it. Hold on. Okay. Or KSP career. Yes. KSP career is coming. I don't burn out on things, Erudite. I don't burn out. I don't burn out on things because I tell myself that I don't burn out, and then you don't burn out. You manifest your own destiny. Now, keep in mind, my job, pretty easy to keep the discipline. That doesn't mean that people won't burn out at some no-name dead-end corporate job. That absolutely is the thing. I don't burn out. I can only speak for myself. Oh, okay, caveman. Yes, Tessa, I agree. We're leaning back into STEM. I started doing iRacing so I can race whenever I want. I would rather race with friends, but I can race whenever. Whatever you decide is fine with me. It seems you are having fun with it. Look, I do enjoy racing, Geek, but you guys don't. Long story short, you don't. Like, I do enjoy it, but nobody's going to sit around here and watch me come in 8th out of 8. It's not fun. That's not good content, man. What about doing a mid-year mini state of the stream? Maybe. I think your stream is the best. I've been following space since the 60s. Watching your stream and still learning and enjoying. Your coronet repair takes me back to my aircraft repair days in the Air Force and the days after. I do enjoy the stream. Thanks, Cannon. Right on, man. That's fine. You get it. Yeah. I wouldn't mind doing it once a month, to be honest with you. Once a month is fine.
Discovery, go
Hey,
and
Hunter.
throttle up.
17-month resub. I know there's just some hangout times you've thought about, like asking some of the hardcore viewers to hop in a hangout stream to help answer questions. I don't know, maybe Outdoorsman. Yeah, Sawyer, okay. I enjoyed you managing a race versus racing, kind of like F1 Manager. Yeah. Is there a way to do GTA racing where everyone has the stock cars so it eliminates the grind? What Deadbringer is doing, Cirrus, is might be able to buck that trend. Race better. I don't have time, dude. I'm not gonna sacrifice the space content to be a better race car driver in a game that no one cares about. You know what I mean? I can drive. I'm pretty good. I'm not saying I'm the worst. But yeah, it's what about a Moonhead style race commentary stream for Friday Night Racing? I don't know. I would say that that's probably a next step idea. Yeah, Green. That's why I'm thinking let's do GTA. Let's do GTA after. You know, 3 weeks a month, do GTA, and then save one. We'll do 12 races for Friday Night Racing and do it once a month and go from there. Because I do like racing. I don't want to get rid of it, but I want it to be something that people look forward to and have fun with, you know? Having one race a month can help people figure out, like, it'll get more people in because people know when the races are. They can plan around it. And yeah, we just have some fun, dudes. Fortisworth, I love your stream and brag about it to anyone I can. Educational, entertaining. You're a very interesting person. Thanks, Overdrive. You give Max time to relax too. I think that's the right move going forward. I think the problem for me with racing is that I look at it and I try to figure out, but I just can't figure it out. It might help if I understood F1 races better, but I just don't. GTA racing is fun to watch. Those are some of your favorite streams because they're extremely goofy. Cool. Yeah, Maddie, that's what I mean about leaning back into 2019, 2020. Having more fun. Just having more fun on stream. Doing fun stuff. Doing stupid things, you know? Thoughts on Saturday night stream? I would love to, Force, but it's something I can't really guarantee. I'm not going to commit to something that I can't deliver on. You know what I mean? We need goofier GTA races. All right. Yeah, Riv. Yeah, Zockley. Zockley's my boy, dude. I haven't talked to him in a little while. You're top shelf streamer on this site. Thanks, dude. But I want to be better. You know what I mean? I appreciate the praise. Thank you very much. But we got to be better, dude. Let's drive this thing, man. Wreckfest?
Discovery, go and throttle up.
Maybe. I'll think about it. Picking and choosing games, Tessa, is like, I don't know. It's not high on my priorities right now. I just got to be here, dude. I just got to get back to being here. Being here and playing Kerbal and Winter Car right now, because that's what we're into. HL Symbol 1. Yeah, 68 months. Happy New Year. Much success to you and your family in 2026. Thanks, man. I'm going to need it. But anyway. What is required to run an IRL stream? I have the equipment to do it. More curpa. Yes. I do hope we come back to AC at some point. I got over a half dozen track projects at the moment like this. Neat. Dingleberg, I think once a month would probably take the pressure off of Max, make things a lot easier, and go from there. Yeah, it got stuck in my head too, Dr. Death. I also like the plan of my winter car. Yeah, my winter car in the fall and winter, and my summer car in the summertime, in the spring and summer. I think that's a good idea. So, actually, now that we're here, that is something I do want to commit to. What is the solstice? Let's take a look. Actually, it's not a solstice, it's the equinox. It's the vernal equinox is next. Yep. Okay, we have till March 21st until spring. All right, we have till March 21st to beat winter car. Yeah. So check this out, dudes. Check this out. For this half of the circle, we play summer car. For that half of the circle, we play winter car. You could advertise racing and run practice runs on off weeks. Yeah, we could all systems, but that's not something I want to advertise. That's not something I think I'm competent enough to advertise if I can't be here on time. Once again, dude, I just have to. I have to get back to regimenting this. We have to hit where we were in 2020 with the right game at the right time. You know, dude, I had that thing micromanaged to a T. The right game on the right night at the right time, and we grew the stream like crazy. I'm going to try to do that again. He's quite happy in LMU at the moment. What's LMU? Any interest in military aviation history stuff? I love it. I can point you at some experts for interview and stuff. Dude, I'm an av geek through and through, Bob. Sure. Le Mans Ultimate. Oh. Is that multiplayer? EJLMS sim. Is it multiplayer? Is it easy to get? Thoughts on moving Friday Night Racing to that? Still doing once a month, but making it a lot easier, making sure that it happens, etc., etc. Play a game you enjoy. Noted, Badger. I want to play games that I enjoy, yes. Dingleberg, I always thought it was better for us to do one type of racing, not to confuse people. But everybody disagreed with me on that. If people don't join AC, good luck with LMU. All right. I'm shelving racing for the time being then. I guess you play both simultaneously during the equinoxes. Yes. Interesting, Eutychus. All right, I'll look into it. But I don't want to commit to anything with racing right now. All right, so that's the big thing, guys. Return to punctuality, be here, lean more into STEM content. Those are my big three right now. And once we kind of reestablish that, I'll give you an update as to what's going on. But yeah, that's pretty much where we're at, dude. Big line items here. More Kerbal. Finish the stupid car in real life. And more STEM. I mean, Kerbal is kind of that, but you get the idea. Hearts of Iron. We'll find times to do random games. That is kind of the next step, John. But yes. Did you ever play the old arcade game Death Race 2000? I mean, I'm sure I played it in an arcade at some point. Do cities builders count as STEM? Yes. I want to play that Subway Builder game, dude. I think there's a lot of potential with the subway building game. How do worker streams do? Oh, they do okay. I haven't played in a long time, dude. I don't know, John. I'm not sure they're doing that right now. I'm not playing Minecraft on stream, Chris. No. Minecraft is lukewarm. It's too saturated, man. I would love to, but it's too saturated. There's not you're not going to make any ground there. There's not much to teach. The meta for Minecraft is pretty straightforward. Okay, Brendan, newish viewer lurker here with the silver background. I really like Workers, Kerbal, and Hearts. Usually just listen at work as background noise. Cool. I think random games should be a dedicated day in the week. I agree. Would really love to see you play Reentry. Sethron, I get linked to that game pretty much daily by viewers. Hey, dude, have you checked this game out? Yeah. Lots of people don't even know that they have a free Prime sub for Twitch. Yeah. That's where I think you should strictly look at YouTube chat suggestions for monthly games. I'll just figure out what I want to play myself, dude. Anyway, and finish the car in winter car. Yep. Content will only be good if you enjoy making it, which is exactly why I am going to pick the games that I want. Don't worry, they'll be good. Happy New Year, Alucard. But yeah, those are my three, guys. Quick bit of space community news. What is this? Lab Padre renamed themselves to Avid Space. Cool. Neat. I don't know what Star Rupture is, Warder. It'd be good, boss, yeah. But yeah, let's reestablish punctuality and go from there. Makes sense that every day you post on X that day's schedule. I'll think about doing that, Gwen, yeah. Star Rupture looks pretty fantastic. Good to know. All right, guys. I think my plans have been conveyed here pretty successfully. I will, yeah. I wanted to keep this nice, short and sweet, not get too far into the weeds, because basically I need to take a step back and reestablish general good streaming principles, dudes. For your dedicated streams, that include Starlink. For Starlink streams, Mutter, I think a 30-minute VOD would be fine. It doesn't need to be an hour of coverage for a damn Starlink. Maybe a 20-minute thing, more digestible content, something that somebody's going to be like, it's 8 hours long. I'm not clicking on that, you know? What are your plans for today? Winter car. My plans right now, guys, for this week is just play Winter car. Winter car and space news. That's what I want to do this week. For more dedicated streams, we'll push out for an hour. The idea there is that I want to get more into the mentality of doing something like NSF. So when I commit to doing an NSF stream, you know, once a week, probably starting in February, I think. When we commit to doing that, it'll be easier to just flip it over, you know? I'll know exactly what I need to do, and we just get you the content that you guys want. Yeah, we're gonna play MSC. Or a winter car. I need water. I'll be right back. But actually, you know what? Yeah, that's what I want to do. I think that's really what needs to be done. I will give you guys an update once I'm comfortable with reestablish, like once I've completed this objective, and we'll go from there, okay? What you playing with Artemis 2? Cash is too tight, dude. If I want to... Okay, let me put it to you like this. Let me explain this. I went down for 2 Starship launches for NSF last year. I'm very grateful and I'm very happy that you guys gave me the tools that I needed to go and do that. I appreciate every single one of you. With that being said, each time I did it, first time I was gone for a week and a half, second time I was gone for 2 weeks. That is extraordinarily bad for the stream. Being gone for 2 weeks. That is extraordinarily bad. That's when we started really hemorrhaging off subs and view count. I'm not sure that's the wisest decision. With that being said, I really don't want to miss us returning people to the moon. But IRL stream then. Yeah. Thanks for letting us putting in our 2 cents. I watch when you're on. Thanks, Squig. Thanks for watching, man. Yeah. More COPVs were headed to Massey's today. Cool, cool. Exactly, Zeros. It's just, dude, if I could go down there for a day, cover the launch, and then come right back and like have a talk with you guys about what happened, etc., etc. It's the downtime between the launches that kill you, where I can't really stream, like I can't play a game. I'm like traveling or something. Those days get you. Like, yeah, it's not great. There's also an opportunity for on location. Yeah, that's what I'm weighing in my mind. I really want to try to do it, but yeah, it's going to be tough. I'm just going to have to move down there. Problem is that Brimo works up here. Basically, don't go blank for 2 weeks. That's just a really hard thing to manage for me, but I'll work on it. Yeah, you don't know. That's what I mean. Flight 8, 2 weeks away from regular streaming content, guys. That's extraordinarily bad for the stream. It's very little stream that I don't enjoy. Biggest one I tune out for is the Battlefield stuff. Not really my thing. Yeah, I got you. I think it's a good start to make sure your butt is in the chair 12. Yep. Most important thing is being on time, keeping a schedule. Start there, get back a routine. Yeah, Element. That's the reason why Artemis 2, you know, figuring out what we want to do with racing, you know, everything is that none of that matters if I can't be here on time. None of it matters. It doesn't matter. That doesn't mean dick. What my plans for February mean nothing if I can't be here on time. That's really, really, really important to understand. Need a G4 to get you back home fast enough and get back to the stream. Watch and go home. Dude, that would be sick. That'd be sick, Fit. That'd be really cool. But I'm not. Then we could talk launches, racing, and car streams. Yeah, pretty much, dude. The problem is that Artemis 2 ain't moving. Well, we'll see if it moves further to the right. We'll see. I know what to do with racing. Go faster. Yeah, I know, man. I know. I feel bad, dude. It's just I gotta reestablish everything before we can talk about going into more detail with things. But maybe we'll do another state of the stream in March or something. You know? I'm really hopeful for a round 2 or Route 154 someday. Okay. Okay. Once again, like this, I'm building the Coronet to be a road trip machine. It was a huge stakeholder expectation, switching from keeping the 3-speed 904 that's in there to wanting to switch to an 8HP70 transmission, which is an electronic 8-speed transmission with a standalone transmission controller. That did increase the budget for the project. However, that's going to make that car extremely drivable. I know, Erudite, yeah, but it would be terrible to miss it, but yes. You like BF6 Ephemeral? Yep. I want to get in on one of the Route 154 road trips. Okay, you guys, yeah, the road trips did really good. We haven't done one since the Excellent Adventure. Did we not? Was that in 2024? Oh man, we should plan another road trip. I liked the idea of road tripping down to the place where I get parts for the Coronet. I liked that idea. Come to Cincinnati. Okay. Okay, Shatter. Japan road trip. I'm not confident enough to do that. Not right now, at least. I would love to. That'd be fun. Be nice to do a road trip with VFTs built in. Yes. Okay. That's cool that you guys want to see that. I will keep it on my priorities list. But once again, we can't go and do that fun stuff if I can't be here on time. Reestablishing punctuality is my top priority, and leaning more into STEM is right after that. But for right now, we're riding the wave of summer car. Let's just get back to being here on time and then fit the regime in as we go. Can't just commit to a schedule right away in this business. It doesn't work that way. That's like saying I am going to do everything better tomorrow. Like, I'm going to wake up at this time, and then I'm going to brush my teeth at this time, and then I'm going to do this, and then I'm going to do a full workout, and I'm going to lose a ton of weight tomorrow, and then I'm going to go do work, and then it doesn't work that way. You got to build it step by step. Last, okay. Road trip to Florida launch. Yeah. Hey, Alex Prime, stop there. Thanks, man. In case it got lost in chat, let me know if you want any weather STEM. So, Weather Guy, if you're here when we do launch streams, people liked it when you give your commentary, dude. So, just so long as you make your bed first. Bright, I will tell you this, my morning routine is intact, even through all the nonsense. That's kind of what helped me keep my head on straight. I still wake up at the same time every day. First thing I do, pot of coffee. Second thing I do, go in the shower, listen to 3 songs. 3 songs. You shouldn't spend any more than 15 minutes in the damn shower or in the bathroom. Out, drink my coffee, have breakfast, get what I need to get done, get here on time. Well, it got a little blurry at the get what I needed to get done part, but my morning routine is still entirely intact. I at least have to get the truck out of your yard. The Camaro has to stay, though. There's more work to be done. I don't mind that they're here, dude. I really don't care. It's just, it bums me out that they're sitting, man. Don't judge my crappy habits. Don't have to make your bed if you never sleep in it. Yep. Yeah, actually, after the shower, get what I need to get done. I make my bed. I make my bed every day. Every day. I never stopped. Like I said, that's what helped me keep my head on straight. There you go, Ephemeral. Nice. If you need a history guy, I could be here for you, and I could provide you with more resources. History is a part of STEM. I like playing Hearts of Iron to teach people about history, Edmena, to be honest. Hearts is a great history teacher. Yeah. My vent fan timer is 10 minutes. I give myself until it turns off to shower. Yep, I usually listen to 2 songs. 2 songs when I'm in the shower, and then 1 song But I'm getting ready and I'm out. The 3 songs I listened to today were, let me check. I remembered 2 of them. So I listened to The Electric Co by U2, Pride by U2, and the other one was on YouTube. It was Bohemian Rhapsody live from Montreal in 1981, which is it's my absolute favorite performance of Bohemian Rhapsody. Yeah, those are the 3 that I listened to today. Own rocket build when? I would love to. One nerdy, let me finish the car that I'm working on and then I'll get back to you. I would love to come help with my garage. 8-hour drive each way is tough. And I need to take PTO to have enough time. Yeah, I know, man. I know. Hearts of Iron historic mode on would be fun. Agreed. Yeah, one crazy project at a time. Nerdy Astronaut, the car is really designed, that car project is designed, 1, to build a cool car, 2, to build a cool car for road tripping, to maybe rocket launches, 3, some of those rocket launches might be our rocket launches in the future. That was my long-term plan for doing stuff like that. What is on the side of your hat? My headset? Hey, Rob, what's going on? Watching Hearts of Iron streams makes you late for work. Call it Little Canard. Yeah. I do have a laptop that I can stream from, I suppose. It's tough to... Yeah, we need like a quick expandable monitor set or something. The words on the hat. Hi. Who knows what logo this is? That one. Huntington Ingalls. You guys know. International Harvester. Good guess, but no. It's shipbuilding. I wear this hat for a good reason. 1, John Clark in chat gave it to me, and I do appreciate it, man. But I believe in shipbuilding. Naval architecture is one of my guilty pleasures. I love ship design. It ticks the tism pretty badly. Case International Harvester? No. Huntington Ingalls. Shipbuilding, guys. Yeah, I wear it for a good reason. I'd love to see you design something in Stormworks. I made a ship in Stormworks. I made a SpaceX recovery ship in Stormworks one time. It's pretty fun, dude. Haha, nerd. I don't even know if you can buy that hat. It was given to employees. This is one of my favorite hats, John. This went to the top of the list, man. Yeah, Bob. Yeah. You missed an opportunity, Tism. My winter card just got updated. Nice. Do you know about Hard Space Shipbreaker? I do, Riv. It's an okay game. I played it on stream when it came out. It's pretty good. There's not much replayability to it, dude. It gets very tedious very fast. You would love a visit to Portsmouth Harbor where you can walk around the HMS Victory. No doubt the U.S. has similar places. Yeah, Victory. Yeah. Nerdy. The Victory's cool. Yeah, that's to the south of England, right? Yeah, that's cool, man. In Boston, over here, we have the Constitution. We have the USS Constitution. It's the oldest commissioned naval ship in existence. It still floats, unlike the Victory is in dry dock, if I'm remembering correctly. Yeah, the Constitution still floats, and the U.S. Navy still mans it. It was one of 6. It was the first purpose-built ships for the U.S. Navy, i.e. something that we didn't nick from the French or from England. Sorry. I'm not. Yeah. The Constitution, I think it was 1797. It fought in the War of 1812 and sank the HMS Gutiérrez. No? Impressive as always. Thanks. Like I said, shipbuilding is one of my guilty pleasures, man. My grandpa was a shipbuilder. My dad's dad. Quincy Shipyard, baby. You also have the Belfast and the Mary Rose. Word. One thing, okay, quick ship tangent. One thing you guys should have saved is the Nelson class. That is my all-time favorite battleship ever. Everyone's like, I like Iowas. No, I like Prince of Wales. I like the... No. Nelson. The Nelson and the Rodney, dude. Those are my favorite battleships, man. This is my favorite. Because they have 3... It's like a shotgun mixed with a battleship. No, you don't know the Nelson. Nelson the Rodney. They have 3 triple barrel 16-inchers up front. It is the weirdest looking ship, dude. It's like the bullpup of ships. EJ and 10 collaboration in Florida. Huh? All right. We'll see, Rob. We'll see. Have a great night. Thanks for the updates. I have to sign off. All right, Rares. Dude, look. Yeah, Arctic Pepper has a picture of it. Look. Look at it. Oh, it's beautiful. Look at this thing. Who thinks of this? This is bonkers, and I love it. It's got 3 triple barrel 16s at the front because frick you. And it sank the Bismarck. Well, the Rodney did, but whatever. That's cool. That's cool, man. It's a cool ship. Just saying. I mean, don't get me wrong. I love the Iowas as much as the next person, but you guys should have saved one of those ships. Frick you and the ship you sailed in on. That's right. The only 16-inch guns outside of the U.S. and Japan, too. See? You guys get it? You get it? Shotgun battleship. I told you. We tried. Yeah, I know, Snib. I know. What happened with your fleet after the war was unacceptable. Unacceptable, but that's getting too into the weeds. Nice orange. Anyway, yeah, guys, that's where I'm at. Any questions, comments, or concerns before we go back to Finland? Zumwalt class destroyer. I like Zumwalts. To be honest with you, I think the Zumwalt is a great design. You know, everybody says, oh, it has all those problems. Well, yeah, if you made 1,000 of them, they probably would have figured out the problems. Just saying. Still can't beat the Harrier. Harrier is the nerdy. Look, you see what flag's on my stupid hat, and you see what flag's on my damn arm, okay? The Harrier is one of the best, if not the most ingenious VTOL design ever devised by man. By a long shot. It's not even close. The F-35 is close in terms of mechanical, ability. How it works. It uses one engine, like the Harrier. But the Harrier's so freaking ingenious. The engineers at Hawker Siddeley, they were cooking, man. They were cooking. The F-35 is impressive. I do like F-35s, but it's not as simple as the Harrier. The Harrier has one engine, the Pegasus. One of the best jet engines ever devised by man, period, full stop. The Harrier was more difficult to fly than the 35. Well, I would hope so. The Harrier's from the 60s. Duh. Wait, EJ, what was the UK battleship that only has twin quad turrets on the front? I don't know.
Discovery.
Oh,
Go
the
at
twin
throttle.
quads. I don't think the British had a ship like that. I think that was the French. Hey, Sedated, what's up, man? 2113 sub. What do you think of the recently commissioned 2 lightweight carriers from Japan? Those are cool. The French Dama are the ones that had that. The Richelieu, if I'm remembering correctly. Klangbang, was it the Jean Bart? You guys would know better than me. It's been a while. See all this chat? I got to figure out some battleship stream content. Chat is in, man. Dude, I love battleships, man. I can talk about battleships all day. We nicknamed the Harrier the Widowmaker for a reason. Yeah. The Richelieu class is correct. All right. Yeah. All right. The Richelieu and the Jean Bart were the same class. Oh, all right, dude. Hey. See? Batki. That was fun, man. The Harrier was a complete jump in decades capability time. Yeah, guys, read about how the Pegasus motor works on a Harrier. It'll blow your mind. It is wild what that thing actually does. So far ahead of its time. Like, I'm convinced the guy that designed that is a time traveler. Have you followed the rebuild of the Texas? Of course, man. Yeah, they took it off San Jacinto and they put it in dry dock and they fixed it, and it looks amazing. East Coast units called it the Carolina Lawn Dart. That's funny. I get it because, you know. Looking forward to seeing the new Tempest jet fly. Mm. If you had a blank check and you could bring back any of the Iowas, which would you bring?
Discovery, go at throttle up.
Hey, G-Core. 85-month resub. Which Iowa? Probably the Wisconsin. Whatever one has the lowest amount of time on it. The biggest thing that I would be wondering is the guns. Whatever Iowa has the lowest amount of guns on shell time on their gun barrels, because the gun barrels wear out over time. Because the turrets are guns, they're bag guns. It's a rifle. They spin the bullet, so it's a big gun. And just like any other gun, it'll wear out over time. Whatever Iowa has the lowest amount of time, lowest amount of shots coming out of its turrets are probably the ones that I would use. The Navy has depositioned those turrets. They are around, the barrels, they're around. But yeah, I would choose the one with the least hours on it. The New Jerseys did get relined. They did. Yes, they did, because it did a lot of shelling in Vietnam. Breech loader. Yeah, it's just a big gun, but it's a bag gun, so no shell casing. You got powder kegs behind the round. I think it's 5 or 6. Here, you want to hear some spurgy freaking ship knowledge? The Iowa class battleships use a 16-inch Cal 50 Mark 7. It's a bag loading. It's a manual loading bag gun, utilizing a 16-inch shell. That's 406 millimeter. The 16-inch shell is 2,700 pounds. It weighs as much as a small car. And it has 9 of them. 9 turrets. 3 turret batteries. 2 on the fore of the ship, 1 on the aft. How's that for Spurg knowledge? I made sure I looked at the camera because I'm not reading a script, you know? Don't take the New Jersey. Ryan needs to keep his job. It partially influenced my decision, Tesla Max. I love that channel. Guilty pleasure. How far can they shoot? They can shoot over the horizon. I believe it's 16 miles, but I'm not sure. If you put more bags behind the bullet, it'll go further, but you'll wear out the barrel faster. I think it's 16 miles, but I could be wrong. It might be more than that, dude. What is that, Hellfish? Fired so fast and so long that the barrels heated and allowed the liners to get pushed out. Oh my goodness. The A-10's gun is as big as a Volkswagen. The Iowa guns fires Volkswagens. Yep. 350 shots max on those 16 inchers. Yeah. Ryan said that in the Battleship New Jersey channel. Something like that, Green, yeah. Unless you're Texas and you tilt the ship. Yeah. In World War II, the Texas was shelling targets at Normandy, and they flooded the tanks on the starboard side of the ship so they could angle the guns up more to get more range. That's absolutely a thing. Wikipedia says 24 miles. There you go. I think the horizon is 14 to 16 miles, Bill. 24 miles. It could shoot over the horizon. You could get them to shoot. It could go further than that, dude, but you're kind of at the limit of its fire control system. Keep calm and flood your blister tanks. Yeah, baby. Scotland had a bigger gun. We have 20 inchers. That's all right. What wars have you won with it? Nice. You know, the Japanese had 18-inch guns. They didn't win any wars with that. Just saying. All right, back to it. Back to it. Here's the 2x4 gun to ship for repairs. Look at that thing, dude. What a machine that thing is. War Thunder has a lot of battleships. Yep. Mm-hmm. Yeah, they were Admana, Japan was adding to the artificial reef program because they care about marine biology. Look at that thing, Tessa. Holy crap. That's not a gun, that's a cannon. Nice. Nice. Dude, what a machine. What a tank that thing is. Tank with cannon mounted on it? No. Cannon with tank mounted on it. You know? North Carolina took a long lens torpedo and didn't even slow down. That says a lot. Yeah. Didn't the North Carolina is the only battleship I think we have that's gotten into a gunfight with another battleship and lived. Yeah, Tennyson. Yeah, there you go. Yeah, naval guns are rifles. They're rifles. Yeah, a cannon has a smooth bore. Rifle has grooves in the barrel, so the thing spins. They gyroscopically stabilize the rounds. Every gun does that nowadays. Like even like a pistol does that. Washington did too, but she's gone. Yeah. Anyway, I'm starting off 2026 with an extensor tendon surgery Friday. Nice. I got a root canal on the 20th, so that's good. All right. Modern tanks are all smooth bore. That's right. Yeah. Got to shoot those Sabo rounds, dude. It's too bad the Yamato and the Iowa class ships never met in battle. I wonder how those two would have gotten down. The Iowa's faster. Root canal this. He was the best root canal around. What about the tooth? What tooth? Washington was the bait. Yeah. All right, dudes. I think that's a good state of the stream. I'm going to stop because we started talking about ships. I think we covered it. Good. The Iowa's faster, and the Iowa has a better, what's called an FCS. It's a fire control system. Basically, the Iowa has better computers. It's funny. The computer looks like a file cabinet with a bunch of dials on the top. It's a mechanical computer. There's a bunch of levers on the sides. It looks like something from Fallout. Mighty Mo is the best of the U.S. battleships. I agree with you, Tessa. I'm partial to the USS Massachusetts, which is just a smaller Iowa, but yes. Sorry for the side quest. That's okay. All right. Thank you for coming to this state of the stream. Restoring punctuality, leaning more into STEM, more dedicated rocket launches. Those are my three. And we will do it. Oh, we're going to do it. We're going to do it. Yeah, Sodax. 16-inch Cal 45 Mark 6s. Not Iowa's, but pretty good. Here's to a great year. Thank you. All right. We're going to switch back over to part 5 of my winter car. Let's do this. Stand by for loss of signal on the YouTube side of things. And we'll go from there. We will return to form, guys. By the end of this year, I want to be doing basically everything we talked about. And I will follow through to the best of my abilities. You will be faithful to your rifle, and you will be faithful. Sorry, I don't know how the quote goes, but you get the idea. All right, I'm jogging the VOD. I'll be right back. Stand by for loss of signal as expected.